our way to the J-Spec Super Meet. It's my one track day of the year, probably. Might do one more, but we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I'm at a 132, so I'm hoping to at least beat that a little bit. There's certain classes, so I'm just hoping that the track isn't flooded with a bunch of people, and also a bunch of people that have zero clue what they're doing. So, but I'll be recording my laps, and we'll see how it goes. Finally got a GoPro too, so I can get some dash footage and watch it after, so I can take in the information and see where I can brake later or turn better and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, so we're on our way there, about 10 minutes away, and got a driver's meeting when we get there at 10:45. So yeah, see how it goes.
Stupid me, forgot to turn the mic on, but luckily I took it off after this session anyways because it sounded like shit. And I just used the audio on the camera, so which was a lot better. This was the 7th lap of the day. It was my first fastest lap at 1:30.6 or something like that, which is 2 seconds faster than I ran last time, which was my first track day. Yeah, so I got a 1:30, and it was a pretty rough lap. It was a pretty rough session, actually, because my tire pressures were so high when I got there, I totally forgot to check them. They were sitting at about 36 hot, so I brought that down to about 28 after this session, and then the second session, it was a lot better. But tires are squealing like crazy. Not this section, but the next turn is that was rough all day. I'd always go around way too fast, and like as you can see here, I feel it's not a great line, but anyway, we're learning. Coming around the last bend here, and after this we're gonna go to my second personal best of the day. This is the second session of the day. This is when I get my second personal best. We're just climbing real fast. I was beating on the car pretty good for the day, but I was also just getting warmed up to the track, and I'm starting to get a little more comfortable going around these corners and gotten a little closer to the apex there. But yeah, this was a pretty good lap, and this corner was good, but I always would go too fast around this corner, and I just couldn't connect this part well, especially right here. And then I'd go, well, I don't know. That section was it's pretty technical, and wasn't super great, but it worked, I guess, because I got another personal best here. This part was fine. I'd never had an issue with this, but it was, yeah, like I said, coming around this corner, it was just always rough. I'd always overshoot it, or it doesn't look that bad on camera, but I'm sure you can hear the tires squealing.
There's a few corners that are a bit slick I gotta figure out, but yeah, it's good so far. I really hope this is recording, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that was a good run. I'm doing a cool down, and then hopefully I get one or two more hot laps in, and then one more cool down, and then we'll probably get off. Because I think we're on here. It was maybe it's, I don't know, we'll see. My rear passenger tire's scraping like crazy. Not like crazy, but you can see where it's rubbing. now. Oh well, we'll get another 2 seconds next time. The fuck are you doing? Nobody listens to the fucking rules, apparently. Another second. 1:27.6. Let's fucking go. It might not seem as exciting for you, but you know, it's fun coming down from a 132. I'm honestly curious if that I put a hose to my cold air, or to my air intake, because it was before it was just taking in all the heat from the headers, because it's right beside the header pretty much at the back of the motor. It's kind of a dumb design, but you know. Yeah, so I put a tube there so I could get some cooler air, and it goes to the front of my bumper. So I think it's good, and I got my brake vents as well. So.
So I'm glad they took us off now, because I was probably gonna do another lap or so, but turns out I parked and I decided that my brakes were still way too hot because I had a temp gun and they were sitting at like 280. So I went out for a little boot around the just a lot, and I had no brakes. It went right to the floor. Luckily I was able to pump them up, but I think my brakes got way too hot and I beat on them. But yeah, luckily I let it sit for about 45 minutes or an hour or so, and I got them back. So I'm just taking it way easy, just testing, making sure I have brakes. I don't want to get to the end of this run and go into that hill or even go off track. But because I do drive this as a daily on the weekends anyways. But yeah, taking it super easy around for the first couple laps, and then go hard again. But it didn't really matter after this anyways. I didn't have any more great laps. I was just getting slower and slower throughout the day. And by the end of the day I hit one more 127.9, which was 0.2 or 0.3 seconds slower than my personal best. But yeah, that's it for this voiceover. You can just enjoy the rest of the video since there's actually audio, and I don't know what else to talk about. So yeah.
another 127. I don't know, I think it's worse than the last 27, but still, second 27 for the day. Just doing a cool down lap now. I think I beat on the car enough. We'll figure it out. I want to stiffen up the rear end. Definitely get some braided brake lines, and like before next track day, which maybe it'll happen this year. I don't know. But yeah, so get a stiffer sway bar for the rear end, and yeah, figure out the alignment. Just because I feel like I'm understeering a lot, but I also feel like I'm braking way too late into the corners too, in some of them. I can't remember what corners are what, but maybe I'll put a diagram on here and I'll talk about it. We'll see. But all in all, it was a good track day. I got way better time than I thought I was going to. I was kind of aiming for a 125, but I'm like super happy with a 127. We're coming out to the exit here on the track, so